Hello students, welcome back. Welcome back to our digital classroom. In my today's video, I'm going to discuss with you all the exercise question answers. So without much delay, let's get started. We'll start from exercise number 13 that is given on your book, Wren and Martin book, from page number 31. Exercise number 13, in which what you have to do, you have to compare the following adjectives. So the answers are here written on the screen. You can see. I'm reading it out. The first question is black, and as it's given that compare the following adjectives, so you have to write comparative as well as the superlative degree of the given word. So the answer for the first one is black, blacker, blackest. Similarly, the second one, excellent, more excellent, most excellent. Ill, worse, worst. Gloomy, gloomier, gloomiest. Mad, madder, maddest. Safe, safer, safest. Bad, worse, worst. Unjust, more unjust, most unjust. Gay, gayer, gayest. Able, abler, ablest. Dry, drier, driest. Timid, more timid, most timid. Ugly, uglier, ugliest. True, truer, truest. Severe, more severe, most severe. Exact, more exact, most exact. Agreeable, more agreeable, most agreeable. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Little, less, least. Few, fewer, fewest. Numerous, more numerous, most numerous. Merry, merrier, merriest. Now, exercise number 14, that is in which you have to do first question number 1, fill in the blank spaces with later or latter. Now, you know that later on the later date it means, and latter means we are talking about the second one or the next one. Suppose when we are talking about two people, right, two persons, Ram and Sham. So so Ram will be the former and Sham will be the latter one. So now let's discuss the question answers. Question number 1, the majority accepted the dash proposal, the latter proposal. The dash part of the book shows signs of hurry. The latter part of the book shows signs of hurry. At a dash date, he was placed in charge of the whole taluka. At a later date, here you remember it should be later. Number 4, I prefer the dash proposition to the former. I prefer the latter proposition to the former. Fifth one, is there no dash news than last week's? Answer is later. Now, question number B, in which you have to fill in the blank spaces with older or elder. I have an elder sister. Question number 1, this is the answer, elder. Rama is older than Hari by 2 years. Older. Number 3, his dash brother is in the Indian police service. His elder brother. She is the dash of the two sisters. She is the elder of the two sisters. Number 5, the nephew is dash than his uncle. The nephew is older than his uncle. Now, question number C, in which you have to fill in the blank spaces with oldest and eldest. Rustam is the dash of my uncle's 5 sons. Eldest. Rustam is the eldest of my uncle's 5 sons. Number 2, he is the dash member of the school committee. He is the oldest member of the school committee. Number 3, that is Antonio, the Duke's dash son, the Duke's eldest son. Number 4, the dash mosque in the town is near the railway station. The oldest mosque. The answer is oldest. Number 5, the Mr. Smith is the oldest teacher in the school. It should be oldest. Now, students, by mistake here, question number 4, it's written eldest, it should be oldest. Kindly consider it. Now, question number D. Fill in the blank spaces with farther and further. I can't walk any farther. Answer is farther. No further reasons were given. Further. Number 3. He walked off without further ceremony. Further. Until further orders, Mr. K.S. Dave will act as headmaster of Neera High School. Answer is further. To let a bungalow at Ridge Road. For further particulars, apply to box number 65. The answer is further. Now, question number E, in which you have to fill in the blank spaces with latest or last. The latest news from China is very disquieting. Latest. Number 2. The last time I saw him, he was in high spirits. Last. Number 3. Today, the last day for receiving tenders. Last. Number 4. We expect to get the latest news in a few hours. Latest. Number 5. The last Mughal emperor came to an ignominious end. Last. Now, question number F. Fill in the blank spaces with nearest or next. This is the nearest post office to my house. Nearest. The pillar box is next to my house. Next. The burglar was taken to the nearest police station. Nearest. His house is next to mine. Next. Number 5. The nearest railway station is 2 miles from here. Answer is nearest. Now, students will move toward uh, exercise number 16. I'm skipping exercise number 15. You try to do on your own. If you have difficulties, then in my next video, I'm going to discuss with you all exercise number 15. Now, exercise number 16, in which you have to compare the given words. It's given here, make 3 columns, one for positive, one for comparative, and one for superlative degree. Now, be careful to use the form of comparison that is pleasing to the ear. Now, question number 1 is shameful. So, the answer is more shameful, most shameful. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Hopeful, more hopeful, most hopeful. Honest, more honest, most honest. Important, more important, most important. Patient, more patient, most patient. Rude, ruder, rudest. Delightful, more delightful, most delightful. Stupid, more stupid, most stupid. Attractive, more attractive, most attractive. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Fortunate, more fortunate, most fortunate. Pleasant, more pleasant, most pleasant. So, students, exercise number 16 is over now. Now, we'll start exercise number 17, in which you have to supply the proper form either of comparative degree or of superlative degree in the adjectives given in the brackets or in the given in the initial. Now, note the comparative and not the superlative should be used to compare the two things. So, these are the basic things that you need to remember. Now, question number 1. Good is the adjective given. Now you have to use either comparative or superlative. How is your birthday today? Is he better? So we have used the comparative degree of the given adjective good, which is better. We generally write no good, better, best. So better is used, which is the comparative form of the adjective good. Now number 2. May is hotter here than any other month. So the answer is hotter. Number 3. Her doll is prettier than yours. Prettier. Hari is the idlest boy in the class. Idlest. Your knife is sharp, but mine is sharper. The answer is sharper. Honor is dearer to him than life. Dearer. He is the richest man in our town. Richest. Mani is 2 years older than Rati. Name the largest city in the world. He is the best friend I have. He is the worst boy of the two. Raman's book is bad, Hari's is worse, but Govind's is the worst. Students, here you remember two blanks are given in question number 12. So the first answer is worse and the second one is worst. Now number 13. There is no animal more ferocious than the tiger. The trade is in a worse condition today than it was a year ago. He is the tallest of the two. Sindh is the driest part of Pakistan. Iron is more useful than any other metal. Iron is the most useful of all the metals. Who is the greatest living poet? I think he requires a nutritious diet. Here, students, you remember, here no comparative, no superlative degree. We have used the positive degree, nutritious. Now, it was the proudest moment of his life. The public is the best judge. That is the least price I can take. Silver is lighter than gold, not the silver is lighter than gold. Now, students, exercise number 18. Supply appropriate comparatives or superlatives to each of the following given. Now, first one, prevention is better than cure. Akbar had a longer reign than Babur. Who is the best batsman in the world? The pen is mightier than the sword. The loftiest buildings are found in America. The Pacific is larger than any other ocean. Which of the two girls has more beautiful dress? Honor is dearer to him than life. Pen is this pen is costlier than the other. Who is the cleverest boy in the class? The Eiffel Tower is older than Qutub Minar. My uncle is younger than my father. The multimillionaire Mr. Sane is the richest in this town. Wordsworth is a greater poet than Cowper. Balu is the best bowler in the 11. The streets of Mumbai are broader than those of Ahmedabad. Ooty is cooler than Chennai. The piano was knocked down to the highest bidder. Mount Everest is the highest peak of the Himalayas. He writes a better hand than his brother. He writes the best hand in the class. He is one of the greatest speakers in Punjab. Who was the mightier general, Alexander or Caesar? The most popular fables are those attributed to Aesop. The Arabian Nights is perhaps the most interesting storybook. Shakespeare is greater than any other English poet. Of all countries, China has the least population in the world. No, it shouldn't be least, it should be thickest. It should be thickest. Students, you mark here question number 27. It shouldn't be the least, it should be the thickest. Now, clouds float in the sky because they are lighter than the air. There are two ways of doing the sum, but this one is the easier. It is good to be clever, but it is better to be industrious. This is the elder of my two sons. This is the utmost I can do. So, students, I have discussed all these answers in this video. In the next video, I'm going to discuss with you all exercise number 19, 20, and exercise number 15. But not all the questions, some questions, because all the other questions you need to practice on your own. I hope you have understood the things which we have discussed in this video. There were two mistakes in the video. I hope that you have considered it and you have rectified them. In the next video, I'll discuss with you all the next exercises. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Having any difficulties, don't forget to ask your queries in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.